Alright you guys, I am back. It's DIY Thai and today's Friday video is oxtail grilled cheese. Okay, so we're gonna get pretty much right into it. So I've got my oxtail here. I cooked it in, I basically made a roux. Oxtail can take a while to cook. So when cooking it, I prefer, you can do it the fast way, you can do it the slow way. I like a pressure cooker. In all reality, I really do. It actually helps to speed up some of that time. Here I am using a knife. I'm gonna just use my hands, like if you guys can see just how tender this is. It just pretty much comes right off the bone for me with my hands. No hard work. And I cooked it, I stewed it down with some cabbage, some onions, some whole white potatoes, some carrots, all the good stuff, and a nice little roux. No big deal. And the type of cheese, I got some fresh Gruyere cheese. I love Gruyere with oxtail. It's got a nice nutty flavor to it, and it's just absolutely amazing. So big thing right now is just trying to get all this good meat off the bones here. You don't want bones in there, like not when you're trying to like really truly enjoy a good sandwich. Like I want y'all to see just how easily and clean the bone is. It comes right off the bone. It's super tender, super juicy, super flavorful, and trust me, even though I am not adding the carrots or potatoes or anything that I cook these in, I am going to still eat those. Those things are amazing. Everything got cooked together, so they're nice and tender and all of that stuff. So before doing the video and everything, I was trying to think of the best type of bread to use, because you want a bread like this is already, look, you see my hands, okay? This is already, it's something that's got juice to it and all of that stuff. You can't just use, I mean, you can if you like, but you don't want to just use just regular bread. Like, you've got a great sandwich here. Why use just plain bread? So, I went ahead and I decided a heartier piece of bread was needed to do the job, to really go well with this oxtail, especially when you got some great cheese on top of that. So I decided to go with sourdough. I personally got wheat sourdough. I got it from the bakery, so we'll see how it turns out. All right, so that's done. I've got some tomatoes chopped because I want to give it a little something extra also. Like, I really think that those tomatoes will be really good. I need to wash my hands real quick. They're a bit messy. Okay, so I want to kind of, just so that there's no like huge chunks in here, like down a bit more. And it's crazy because look at like how easily it just chops up. Like, oh my gosh, like y'all don't understand. Got some good oxtail, right? Man, and it's so tender, super tender. Okay, now got my oxtail done. I'm gonna move this over here to the side. This is the type of cheese that I got. I want to try to show it to y'all. Granted, you can get your cheese or whatever from wherever you choose. This is the brand that I am using. And I like it simply because they don't do too much to it. You see the ingredients there. I always look at the ingredients to see what I'm putting in my body, because you can say one thing on the front of the package and then on the back, when you're telling me all the extra stuff in there, then it's just like, excuse you, Left my scissors over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Another thing, always make sure that you check the date, okay? Like, fresh cheese is not gonna last but so long. Between that and on top of that, like, you don't want to get anything or buy anything that's spoiled, because then it's just like you've just done everything else for no reason. So always remember to check your dates before you leave the store, before you even pay for your stuff, especially nowadays, because they're not allowing people to return a lot of things, especially food products, the way that they used to, even if it says it's expired. All right, so I've got my grater, and I'm gonna use this part right here to cut some nice slices, and I'm gonna just take it and go straight down. The cheese is really soft. I chose Gruyere not just because of the nutty flavor that it has, but also Gruyere cheese melts so nicely. Okay, it's such a smooth, creamy, cheesy, just, it's just heaven, okay? It's heaven. So I want to get I'm gonna move this out the way because it's really bothering me right now. I'm gonna get a couple really good slices off of here. And I'm taking them out because I don't want them to do too much breaking, because I want to really layer them across so that that cheese really melts down into the oxtail while making the sandwich. Okay. Now, that should be good there. Alrighties. I'm just start making a sandwich. I'm excited, y'all. Like, if you can't tell, I'm excited. Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 nice little slices of bread here. Okay. And I got I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this pan heated. Notice, you guys, I've got good cast iron skillet here. Cast iron skillet is great to have in your kitchen. It doesn't matter how often you cook, how often you don't cook. A good skillet is something that everybody should have in their kitchen. At least one, okay? At least. Now, my sourdough bread is wheat. I did not get the white. I like the wheat. I'm not gonna lie. I like wheat bread. But yeah. So, want to get a nice amount. You can use whatever type of butter you would like. Some people even use coconut oil. Coconut oil is actually, in all reality, it's pretty darn amazing. So I'm gonna put that bread right down there like that. And then go ahead and start placing my meat right on top, going all the way across. You want this to be a really good, delicious, thick, juicy, cheesy, yummy sandwich, okay? So you really gotta make sure you get everybody on there. And I only used four oxtails, 4 pieces of oxtail for this. So a little goes a long way in this sense. Now, don't get me wrong, is oxtail cheap? No, not really. But is it worth it? Yeah. Okay. And so after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead, go get my cheese. And I'm just gonna take the cheese and layer it right there, right over top. To really get that goodness on there. Okay. And then tomatoes. Got some tomatoes. Okay. And I cut the tomatoes in half because one thing that I know tends to happen when you bite into the sandwich, then, you know, if you got a whole tomato, then it's starting to come apart and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, nah, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Go ahead. Press that down on there real quick. Wash your hands real quick. So they can be a bit messy. Okay. Rub my hands off real quick. I want to put butter on the other side of this bread real quick while it's laying right on here. Okay. Now, because that's fresh cheese, it can take a little longer to cook, which is why I did put a nice amount of butter on both sides of the bread, because yeah, you don't want the bread to burn. The butter will really kind of help it to stay nice and soft, and it adds another dimension of flavor. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm using country crock spread. I like the flavor of country crock spread. Like I said, you guys can use whatever it is that you want to use. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of those. Got me a bowl here, one of those potatoes. And carrots. Carrots are great for your eyes, okay? Great for your eyes. So yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these things out of the way while that first side finishes up. Y'all, I'm like, if y'all don't know, I'm like super excited. Now there is one thing that I will do. So call me ghetto if you want. I've always seen people, they have those little nice little sandwich presses. Those little metal things with the handle that you can put on top of the sandwich and it press it down. I don't own one of those. However, I have a knife sharpener and I've got aluminum foil. Okay? I don't know how well this will work out, but it's always worked for me so far. And so, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Take it, give it some weight, press it down. Now, granted, it doesn't get the whole sandwich, nonetheless, it does the trick. And then what I do, I take the top, because I want all of that heat to really lock in there a little bit. Not too much, because you don't, like I said, don't want the bread to burn. And then, yeah, like, you're pretty much good to go at that point. Let it sit there for not too long. Definitely don't want it to be there too long. I'm like super excited for this. And the rest of this cheese is gonna go towards making more of these sandwiches. So I'm not concerned about it. That's why I put it in this bag. I didn't mind it touching the oxtail or anything like that. People know, don't touch my cheese. So that's that. All right, going to go ahead and take this top off real quick. This can get a little hot sometimes, so you gotta be careful. I'm gonna set it on the plate. You just wanna make sure that it's not sticking, so. Actually, I got a little spatula. I need a bigger spatula though. One moment. Now this is a sandwich spatula, okay? Right on up under there. All the way. My tomato came off. I'm flinging stuff everywhere. I told y'all it gets messy, but that's okay. I love it. I love the mess. And all of this, we're gonna take this out real quick right here. Only because you don't want those to cook, to get like super messy. I mean, like overcooked. Whew, they hot, y'all. It's hot. That thing hot. I Anybody who knows me knows a sandwich is not a sandwich if it's not messy. So that's the only reason why I'm like not even tripping over this right here. Oh my goodness, like if y'all can see the cheesiness, I'm going to show y'all real quick how this cheese is just really just melting down. Oh my gosh. This is about to be so perfect. A nice, good, messy sandwich. Like, let me show you this real quick. See that cheese down there really starting to melt? It won't take it too much longer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this back on top. I'm going to put this back on top. And everything will end up sticking together. And then I'm going to move these out the way. Put this away real quick. Wash my hands. Like y'all, I really cannot wait. I'm super, super, super excited. I always get excited over food. Like I said, don't like to cook, but boy, do I love to eat. Alright, so, got that, boom, bam. Alright. Ooh, yes, the cheesy, cheesy goodness. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, y'all. Alright, when it comes out, so even if, okay, so some people don't want to take the time to make the oxtail. If you don't want to take the time to make the oxtail yourself, go have it made for you. Go to a Jamaican restaurant or somewhere. Like, I suggest an authentic Jamaican restaurant. Find one that's close to you. If you can't, you know, do what you got, spruce it up a little bit. Those nice, deep, rich, earthy flavors from oxtail are absolutely amazing. They taste amazing. And if you don't eat meat, I don't know what to tell you, but you're missing out. Nonetheless, like, this is gonna be so good. Like, I can't wait. And then I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna put it on a cutting board, and I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna bite it. I'm gonna eat it, okay? Because that's what you do. You cook food and you eat it, right? That's what I think. Okay, so, oh my gosh, y'all, like, y'all, y'all, oh my goodness. Woo. Okay, I'm about to sit this over here real quick. I can go ahead and actually turn this off. That cheese, like, can y'all see the cheese? Oh my goodness, look at it, look at it. I wanted to focus so y'all can see how cheesy that is. It's alright, because guess what? Y'all about to get to watch me sit here and bite into it. Let me turn the owl off. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get this out the pan. Oh my gosh, y'all, like, whew, this is exciting. Okay. Ooh, look at that cheese. Now, you don't leave none of this in the pan, okay? Get all of this out the pan. Everybody gets eaten. Ooh, it's hot, y'all. It's hot, hot, hot. I'm going to sit that on the plate over here because I'm going to go back into that once I finish this sandwich. Okay. Now, done. That's hot. I need to get a thing real quick. And I'm going to move this off the hot aisle, obviously. A good cast iron skillet, y'all. Let me tell y'all how to clean it. You don't, you know, let it soak while it's still hot. You add some nice warm water in there, a little bit of soap. Let it soak. After you're done, and you can just kind of wipe everything out. Take a little bit of olive oil or something and put on a little paper towel, not a lot, and wipe within it. It helps to keep your cast iron skillet alive and happy. Okay, so y'all, I'm about to like, I've been seeing them cut things all fancy. This looks all weird, so I'm gonna just cut it straight down the middle like this. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes. Oh my legit about to burn my tongue, okay? Like, I know I am. All right, I'm gonna move my plate real quick out the way because I really want y'all to be able to see me wholeheartedly, fully enjoying this sandwich without you. But if you want it, you can make it, because now you know how. Like, it's simple. Just make the oxtail to however you know you want it. I'm gonna move you guys over. Bear with me. I'm doing a whole lot right now. Okay, I know. Y'all see this sandwich right here? Make sure y'all can see my face, okay? Watch. It's messy, it's hot, it's gooey, it's cheesy. Oh my goodness. It's hot. Like, it's hot. Whew. It's hot, y'all. I don't know how to pick it up. Ooh, yes. Look at that. Look at the cheese. I'm burning my fingers. I'm about to just get in there. Hold on. Watch me burn my mouth, y'all. Don't laugh. Y'all. Cause this it right here. Both halves need some love, okay? Great cheese, proper. Y'all. And you got the bits of, just everything blends together. Oh my. Oh, I'm hot, but this is so good. All right, y'all. You know what it is. DIY time. Like, subscribe, comment, share. You got something you want to see? Let me know. Alrighty. Next week, fried frog legs. Stay tuned.